You're just the shadow they'll always forget. My sister, Clara Dunn, spat, her voice sharp as a knife, clutching a ceramic coffee mug I'd crafted for her last Christmas. The dark roast inside, brewed from my premium beans, gleamed under the cafe's pendant lights. I'm Nora Blake, 37, a cafe owner who turned grit into a thriving business. My life is measured in early mornings and loyal customers. This seaside cafe, my haven, was set for a grand reopening after a renovation. A night of jazz, warm scones, and family cheering under fairy lights. Pure joy. But as I arrived at dawn, 2 cars sat in my lot. Clara's gold sedan, which I'd helped finance, and a dusty van I didn't know. A chill ran through me. I'd shared the key code for emergencies, not betrayal. The glass door swung open. Inside, pop music thumped, glasses clinked, and laughter grated. Clara, her partner Owen, and 3 strangers, his colleagues, I assumed, lounged across my bistro tables like they owned them. The counter was littered with pastry crumbs and empty wine bottles. Worst of all, my framed award from the local business guild, a tribute to my late mentor, was shoved aside for a tacky banner with Owen's logo. The air reeked of a space lived in too long. Owen, sprawled in a booth, saw me first. The music stopped. His colleague, a woman with a nose piercing, stood awkwardly. Nora, you're back from your supplier trip early? Owen said you lent us the cafe for Clara's launch party. I frowned. Supplier trip? Clara strutted from the espresso bar, mug in hand, her eyes venomous. That's when she hurled her insult, her breath sharp with coffee. Owen's colleagues gasped. Clara, that's cruel. Nora's been so generous. It clicked. Clara and Owen had lied, claiming I'd offer my cafe while I was away. I kept my voice steady. I didn't lend anything. This is my cafe. Owen's colleague, a lanky guy, turned to him. What's this about? Owen paled, mute. Clara, defiant, grabbed her phone. I'll call the cops and say you're ruining our celebration. Tension crackled. 20 minutes later, red and blue lights flashed across the beach. 2 officers stepped inside, scanning the mess. What's going on? One asked.
Clara pointed at me.
She's a gatecrasher, wrecking our party. I countered, calm. I'm Nora Blake, and this is my cafe. They're here without permission. From my satchel, I pulled the deed, tax records, and ID. Clara screeched, those are forged. The officer reviewed them under his flashlight, unmoved. These are valid. Ms. Blake owns this property. You're trespassing under Oregon law. Owen's colleague slumped, muttering apologies. We were misled by Clara and Owen. I nodded, accepting the regret, but my tone was steel. You've invaded my haven and insulted me in my own space. You're leaving. Clara yelled. We're sisters. This is our place. The officer shook his head. Family doesn't excuse trespassing. Ms. Blake, do you want them out? Clara's eyes burned with rage. I thought of my mentor's dying wish. Look after Clara. She's impulsive. I'd honored it, funding her apartment, her sedan, her whims. No more. Yes, remove them, I said. As they packed, I opened my banking app, speaking clearly. Clara, the apartment you live in? I own it. Market rate's $3,200 a month, but I charged you utilities only. That's done. A digital chime sealed the lease cancellation. Clara dropped a sugar spoon, her face ashen. To Owen's colleagues, I said, the townhouse you're in? I secured it, no fees, as your guarantor. That's over. Another chime. And the sedan? I paid the loan for your client meetings. It's repossessed tomorrow. Owen stammered, silent. Clara's bravado crumbled into panic. The officers ushered them into the night. Clara's final glare, a mix of fury and desperation, met my steady gaze. The door shut, and silence reclaimed my cafe. Alone, I sank into a chair, the ocean's hum soothing. Clara's mug sat abandoned, its coffee residue a bitter echo of our broken bond. I'd supported her since our mentor's death, covering her rent when she chased lifestyle blogger fame. Owen, a failing graphic designer, enabled her excess. My generosity, meant to honor a promise, bred entitlement. Days later, my property manager called. Clara and Owen missed rent. No contact, I said. Enforce the lease. Evict them. The sedan was towed as promised. One night, Clara called, voice shaking. You've ruined us. Owen's leaving me. His friends despise me. Help, please. I replied, You're 34, Clara. Own your choices. A muffled yell, Owen's voice, accusing her of burning through his contracts, ended in a crash. The call cut off. I set my phone down unmoved. Weeks later, as autumn painted the coast, Clara called again, pleading. I'm sorry, Nora. We're sisters. One more chance. I watch the waves. Next time you're in trouble, call the cops. Maybe they'll believe you. I blocked her number. My cafe was mine again, no parasites, just peace, earned through resolve.